And the brother of the former president of Afghanistan, Ashraf Ghani, who fled the country, his brother now says he doesn't explicitly support the Taliban, but there's no choice but to accept them.
So your brother, President Ashraf Ghani, was seen to have betrayed his people, and reports say that he made off with millions of dollars. Are you still in touch with him?
Well, I am in touch that is a wrong accusation. The plane had landed in Uzbekistan. It was thoroughly searched. The plane was landed after that in the UAE. There was no money in it. He left in a hurry. There was an assassination plot on him. If he would have stayed and gotten killed with all our tribal ties, all our political ties, everything else, it would have turned into a total mess. In a few days, I'm sure, in coming days, all that could be explained. Those accusations are false. I'm sure once the UAE government allows them to leave that country or come out openly and give the details, both those governments can certify that he had no cash or anything like that.
All right. Okay. So door-to-door searches continue. Women journalists are not allowed to return to work. Aren't some of the promises made by the Taliban already starting to unravel?
But there's certainly some of the elements on it that really are on the older mentality, and I hope once they come together and they form a government, they could really bring out a full agenda clear across the board so people understand where they stand. And once the jails broke, and a lot of the criminals element also got out of jail, there's a lot of, especially now it's less, but in the first year there were a lot of the elements that were going to the houses for looting, and also some of the old Hashmat lot. Even in the first 2 hours, a group of them tried to break into my compound also to take a car.
And yet you support them.
They joined once the Taliban leadership came in. So there are all kinds of elements at play. There are criminals elements, there are eight elements, there are other people. For them also to organize that in such a short span of time, I could understand is a difficult one, because there was a vacuum of power also in the entire government setup, just vanished overnight.
Sir, you are seeing already in Afghanistan a handful of military reverses. Also, we are seeing Amrullah Saleh, the first vice president, starting a resistance movement in the Panjshir. Many people would say that this is the beginning of yet another civil war. How would you respond?
Actually, no. Ahmad Masood, some of the Charan Wal Ikram and some of the most senior Panjshiris are in talks. Even some of them have called through me for a peaceful resolution of Panjshir. Amrullah is a loner. He's a total idiot. He's the one that ruined my brother and ruined the country among a few others with his fake theories and lies. He is not somebody that has much of a follower.
Sir, do you believe that India should have diplomatic relations with the Taliban?
I think it should be seen. I cannot, there is a strong Pakistan influence. I don't doubt or don't deny it. I think once the government forms in, they have no choice but to have a political relationship. And if it was my decision, they should have invite everyone back. Without international relationship and without the regional relationship, no government can function.
So how would you respond to those who say that the Taliban, who you are now supporting, are just an extension of the Pakistani ISI?
Sir, I have a joke for you. Years ago I said it in Pakistan. Afghans can be rented. Afghans cannot be bought. Over time their rent increases to so high that no one can afford it.
What happens when America and NATO forces go away from Kabul airport? Will there be a bloodbath? That is the worry. What is your view?
No, I don't think so. They have shown a courtesy to the Afghan businesses. They have shown a courtesy to those that reach them. If they can convince people that they are out for peace, I'm sure the rest will join in. As far as women's rights, they keep on saying that they would allow them to work and they're not going to deny them. I hope that there are occasions that some girls in some locality, like I said, sporadic groups have been prevented. But we hear this over and over from the senior ones that they do not have any objection. I have risked my life over and over several times and decide on it. One more time isn't going to hurt it.
Okay.
The accepting and supporting is two different things on it. So if you're trying
all right,
to...
so you're saying you are... All right, I take your point.
The
The line is a bit bad and I finally been able to hear you clearly. You are saying that you accept the Taliban, you do not support them. Is that right?
Exactly.
All right,
Supporting
okay.
is a very
Okay.
strong